Well, it's a hot one today. But if you just joined in, I want to make sure that you look in the description of this video if you're on YouTube, and there's a link there to a free report that I'm going to talk about. So make sure you know that link. It's www.free.lesco.com/free training. And it's a place I'm going to put free reports for people who are not members, can't afford to pay or whatever. It's just our effort really to train people living in America about what's available. And if we only charge, we only charge $20, and so I never wanted to charge a lot. And everybody said I can't make money at $20, and we are. After a year or so in this business, we are, and that's why we give away grants. We give away, now it's going to be $40,000 a month that we're giving away in grants, and we're just a mom and pop operation. But more importantly, a lot of people can't even afford the $20, and the people with less money need these programs more. That's why I have this website. Yes, Tammy, there you are. Listen, I gave all your stuff to you know who, Sabrina, because it's above my pay grade. I don't understand all that stuff. But I really want people to know, even if they're not members, they could get help. And if it's not from us, it's from other organizations in the government that does what we do. I mean, they're very specialized in it and can even be better in some ways. So I put this together in a report, how to talk to them, how to call, all the phone numbers, everything. So you have in one report, you could download, share with your friends, give it to everybody you know, because the government should be sending you this. And what happens is only the rich people find out about it, and the people who really need it don't. So that's why we're going to expand this. I got about 8 reports on there now, but the one I just put up today is about the 7 offices that will help you get grants one-on-one, face-to-face. You don't even have to be on the internet. You don't have to be on social media. You don't have to be any of those things to get help getting the work. And they're in all kind of areas. There's one for paying your bills. There's one for housing and getting housing help, even repairs. And so there's free organizations that get grants to help you about finding government for free. Now, everybody doesn't know everything, so it's really a numbers game, and these are just starting places. But if you start and learn how to use these, then you could take it from there and do more what we do, and the members of Let's Go help too, because it's going to take more than one phone call. But you got to make the most important one is that one phone call, and that's what you have. You don't have to do the internet. Get on the phone, and even if you do like the internet, I think this is better because you're talking to people. Yeah, and when you talk to people, you can get a straight answer. You don't know what that stuff means. When somebody says grant, that can mean 15 different things, and it only represents about 20% of the free money that's out there. So if you're running around looking for grants, you're missing 80% of the free money. That's why when you use these 7 phone calls I gave you, the 7 organizations, actually there's 8, sorry, 8 organizations, you don't want to say you want a grant, you want to say I want help. Hey, I need help. I'm in doo-doo up to my eyeballs. I can't get out of this. And we have members that way too, that we try to help and continually help all day long. But if you can't afford us, I mean, I still want to help you. I want to stay in business first, but as long as I stay in business, then I got to help everybody. That's right. As long as we stay in business, we can give grant money back. So anything more than what we need to survive, then we're giving back to members. And that's what what are the 8? Okay, you came in late. Now that's one tardy. You get 3 more tardies on these streams, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to send you to the principal's office. You can't be late 3 times. Okay, there's a link to the report that explains it all, and that's in the description on YouTube. So in the description on YouTube, there's a link. If you want to write it down fast, it's free.lesco.com/free training. See, I want to train the whole America. Don't be tardy to the party. Love it. I want to train everybody in America to know about this stuff. I shouldn't be the only one to know about this. This is America. We all belong to this stuff, and this stuff all belongs to us. And the government isn't organized enough to tell you about it. It tells you about the big things once in a while, a new stimulus package or a PPP loan, or so everybody, eventually knows about that, maybe. So now you'll never learn it in school. They teach government, but they teach it about 3 branches of government. I don't know if they even teach that anymore. But government is a third of everything in our country is the government. And more importantly, sure, it's important to run things that we need in the government, but it also, most of that money comes back to people to help with problems. So that's the problem. So if we have 20% or more of this money that we pay in taxes comes back to you to solve financial problems and to help you with your life. Man, that's a lot. Why aren't we teaching people to do that? Why does somebody like me, a huckster, who's trying to make a buck, have to do this? I'm sorry, I have an 8th grade education, so I need. Okay, that's right. See, 8th grade education. You don't have to. All you have to do is know how to use the phone and be patient and be kind. Okay, so patient and kind. That's all. Okay, and you get on the phone, take those 7 numbers, call every one of them. Even if they don't sound like they're for you. There's some for bills and paying debt. There's some for education and job training. There's some for health care. There's some for housing. There's some for entrepreneuring or freelancing or starting a real estate business. All these things, they're all free, man. I mean, I don't know, people want to go to the internet and you're never going to find the free stuff. And the free stuff is easier because they don't use the internet. You can call them. Try calling Facebook. Try calling YouTube. Try calling any of these. You can't get anybody on the phone. Man, Facebook banned me for some reason. Says I'm not old enough. Look at this old fart. I'll be 80 next year. And they say I'm not old enough, no matter how much shit I send them on to talk to their Roblox. I can't get it. It's been a year. I give up, man. That's why we have another platform. So if you join Let's Go Help, we have Let's Go Help and Let's Go Help 2. And that's where the real stuff is happening. That's where all the training is happening. That's where all the people are getting together better. We have people helping each other. So you join a group and you meet once a week to give a status, what you're up to and how's it going, how are you going, and you exchange ideas. That's how you grow. You take a little bit of an idea and you explode that. That's why more jobs are created in a city than out in the middle of nowhere, because of the interaction between people. That and when somebody says, "Oh, just do this," where is your YouTube plaque? Where are you? I'm not sure what that means. But it's people. I mean, I got you feed me things to give you. I mean, that's it. That's why I've never been happier working than here, because I talk to maybe a couple hundred people now today, and I get feedback, what you need. I mean, I can answer any problem if I knew the question. See, I used to wear question mark suits because I thought the question was so important, and it is, but the heart's more important. If your heart's not in it, you're not going to do anything. You can ask the right question, but if your heart's not in it, you're not going to get through the hurdles. Anything you want to do are going to be roadblocks, going to be bumps, going to be hurdles, going to be whatever. Like any marriage, even though it's good, man, you gotta. If your heart's not in it, you're not going to get through. And that son of a bitch is going to squeeze that toothpaste in the middle and say, "This is it. That's a game changer, man. I'm out of here," right? And that's why your heart has to be in it for you to stay through all the rough times. Otherwise, you get out. Life is tough. It's a pain in the ass. It's cruel, and all that, and it's mean. And so you're going to give up early. But if you give up early, you don't get anything. So that's why, with see, when we get beat up out there, we think it's only happening to us. No, you go out there. We got a couple thousand people now that are members, and they share oh yeah, I got beat up like that. Oh God, yeah. Oh, that office, yeah, they're an asshole. But who you have to talk to there is somebody else. Yeah, and that's how you grow. So you don't take it all so personally, because it is personal to you. They're doing something mean to you, and that hurts, man. That hurts. So there's no way around it. No matter how tough you say you are on the outside, you know you're getting hurt on the inside, you know. And so you have to get soothed and, you know, get up again off the mat or whatever they used to call it. I hate these sports analogies. I wasn't a big jock. You know, I run 6-7 miles a day, but still wasn't a jock. And that's just to keep healthy, man. I can't do anything if I'm not healthy, and you can't do anything in life unless you're healthy. Man, I'm so shocked at myself being 79 and still doing all this stuff and can't wait to get up in the morning to do it more. And a lot of that's because of health, man. I was running up to about a year ago. I was running 6-7 miles a day a year. Now I have to walk because I fall on my face too much. I trip, I fall. I worry about the cars coming. I can't react fast enough. So it's the brain. Golf, yeah, that's not exercise. And you know, your brain doesn't work fast enough. That's why I used to ride bicycles. I used to pound ass and ride 20 miles a day. But man, no, I can't think fast enough. The traffic and everything going on. So I could think, but not fast enough. Like now, I can't even multitask because I'll be doing something and it'll take so long. Oh, I'll start this other thing. Well, I start the other thing and I go, oh shit, what was I doing before? Or why was I doing that? So it takes me longer to multitask. So I have to force myself not to multitask so I could save time. So I waste time when I multitask because my brain doesn't remember. It doesn't, you know, keep those in the right files. I don't know how that shit works. Doesn't matter. It's there. You got to work with what you have. Everybody. That's another thing when you're looking for help. You want the help to be the way you want it. No, it's not going to be the way you want it. I mean, unless you get lucky, but that's rare. So it's going to be what it is. So you have to go and find out what it is and how do you use what it is. You don't, and you're not going to change the government to change their office, right? To do something different that you want. That's terrible. I mean, you could try, but you only have so much energy, you know, and you want to do something first. Maybe when you have a lot of money, you come back and do that. But if you're trying to do something, to do things, man, what needs to get started? I want to make things for, well, just start. What do you mean you need to get started? Find a customer, find something to sell, find anything, just start. It's too easy to start. You know, do a website, say, I do this. Go on there's something I use called, I forgot, but you just say you're a consultant, you know, and you put your thing on there and you say, I charge $1 a minute, and you just go out and tell people you're a consultant, and you do this, and see what happens. It'll be okay, because all you need is somebody who doesn't know quite as much as you, and the world's full of that. Yeah, you're comparing yourself to somebody who knows everything, a lot more than you do, but they're not your customers. Who do you care? You're not going to improve them. You know, it's desire, and people who know a little less than you. That's all. That's how, even what I'm doing now, I did it. Clarify. I think that's what it is. Clarify. Yeah, I put myself on there for $1 a minute just to see if I can answer questions like that. Boy, and I did that for 6 months or a year. Yeah, everybody's really helpful about it and impressed and whatever. Yeah, it looks like I should sell it. I didn't want to sell it for a lot of money. Everybody said if I should do it, I got to charge $200, $300, $3,000, whatever. No, I want to do it for $20. Yeah, and that's what I do. We're very successful at it after a year or so, and I'm very grateful to everyone out there who contributed to that. That's why I feel a moral obligation to give you back the profits that we have. So you're getting back any profits we have at this business. And also, I always had a moral obligation to give a lot of this stuff for free, because I get it for free. I mean, I remember telling my dad about what business I do. Yeah, because he was the garment factory, you know, he made baby clothes. That's our family business. I used to work in the factory as a kid. 8th grade, I was slave labor there. I hated every second of it. Never wanted to work like that. But I said, yeah, Dad, here's what I do. I get information for free from the government, and I sell it to people for as much as I could get. Information for free, sell it for my, see, in a normal factory, you know, in the industrial age here, you get some product, you know, and then you have to have a markup and the cost of goods sold and everything. Now, there's no cost of goods sold. It's all free. Yeah. Yes, I wish I had your job. And yeah, well, you got it. Tammy, just do a website and say you help people do this. You do it the same way, fine. I'm not, you know, I'll help you be a competitor. There's a lot of problems to solve. You know, you have a disability, well, say you're one for disability. By the way, Tammy, remind me, I want to put this report. We just did a report that has like 300 or 400 programs for people with disabilities in every state. So we have a state-by-state listing of programs for people with disabilities, and I want to put that up on the new free website. You know, the www.free.lesco.com/free training. I'll put it up there the next day or two. Remind me if you don't see it. Also, this website I just mentioned, it is in the description. If you're on YouTube, look in the description for that website. Go there. You don't have to be a member. It's all for free. Members, of course, for free. You just go to the group and say, hey, give me the report on 7 phone calls. Give me the report on you know, people with disabilities in New York or whatever. You know, and just tell us. I'm in the featured tab. Sabrina has just put it up. Okay, and I don't know what tab, where, whatever. It's hard for me to remember where to go in the morning, let alone remember what tab is where or who, or which tab. I mean, I got 15 websites I follow of ours, yeah. So it's sometimes a little different. So if I forget something, you just have to beat on me again. and that's life nowadays. You deal with reality. Sure, I'd like it to be perfect, and that's fine. I'm doing what I want to do every day. That's the important thing in life. And how do you build a life to do that? You build it by a lot of trial and error. You fail a lot. You don't know what you're doing. Please reach out to me. Let's go. I need to. What was it? Haven't been able to get in Facebook group. Okay. I've been bugging you about it, like you. I'm not sure what you're bugging me about, but I probably don't understand it. But people, members who can't get in, go to letsgohelp@gmail.com. Yeah, Tammy, I have a lot of projects I have to do. And that's why, really, if it's something to do with the club or anything, you better ask Sabrina. I'll never get to it. I don't understand. Problem is, it'll take me a half hour to figure it out. And I have 5 other things I got to keep the ship on the road to do. So I don't know what that is. Let's go. Can we get on a call together? No, I don't do that anymore. But if you go on member of Let's Go Help, you just do start a discussion on Facebook, and I answer every one of those. You know, and I'll answer it and whatever, because that's it. It's time is the most valuable thing we have in life, and that's why when people say that, you know, it's only time, no, man, you can't get that back. You know, and it's important. So if you need me, I would love to spend all day helping people. I did that for a while as I was building this, but it's not time efficient. Other people have to learn. You have to ask me so that other people could learn from the question, and then we could be profitable doing it. If I spend one-on-one like that, I can't make any money at $20, yeah, and so it'll never happen, and I'll be out of business. So the point is, number one, you stay in business. Like number one in life, you feed yourself. So what are you going to do? You do anything you have to do to feed yourself. Okay, then after you figure that, whether it's driving for Uber or whatever the hell you have to do, then you say, okay, what do I build it after that? Do I have to get training for something? Do I have to maybe hang around something else or volunteer somewhere to learn somebody else's business that I really want to do? Most businesses are very simple. You find a customer, you give them what they want, and you collect the money. There is no difference. The people who make it complicated are the people who are selling you something. The lawyers make it complicated. The accountants make it complicated. The marketing people make it complicated, because that's how they make money, you know. But the basic thing is, you know, like all the business, I went through all that. The first couple of businesses I started all failed because I got an MBA and I did it like they told me. Now it took me 2 failing businesses to unlearn all that. The next businesses I started, even this one, started with no money, zero, zip, you know. And look for customers and trying to figure out what the hell they want till I got it right, you know? And you could do that on the internet now like you can never before. Before, if you had something to sell, you had to have a store. No other way to sell it. Or the back of your car. I used to do that. I used to sell my books like that. through the back of my car, and go and do talk shows around the country. So there's always a way. What we are actually, is trapped in things that we think are right, because that's what somebody said sometime or whatever, and that may be true, but it doesn't have to be true, and particularly it's not true for somebody who doesn't have money. So if you don't have money, you have money, you want to do that, fine, try it, see. You don't have money, don't. But what happens is people don't have money and they can't do that, so they think they can't do it. Now that's the sin in life. That is a sin. We're not getting you. We're not getting the best of you that you have, because you think it takes money to show us what's the best of you. And that's what I think we all have to do, is find out what's the best in us that we could share with the rest of the community. Then if everyone's showing the best they got, number one, you're not working for somebody that you're giving your second best or third best or fourth best or hardly anything at all just for a paycheck. And then plus the world doesn't have the opportunity to enjoy what's the best about you. You could contribute the best, and that, I think, what life is all about. Is that we get trapped in all kinds of silly nonsense that, it's certainly reasonable, but it's not heartfelt, and we have responsibilities and have to take care of that first. So that's why I say, first of all, you learn to feed yourself first, no matter what it takes. You get that food on the table, you don't get further in debt or whatever, no matter what it is. You do the shitty jobs or whatever just to get your feeling. Don't do your hopes and dreams when you're in the hole $50,000 or something. No, it ain't gonna work that way. I mean, you may get hit by lightning too, you may get hijacked by a terrorist too. All those things are possible, but not very probable. And you'll probably lose a lot more, trying to do it. So get a stable income somewhere so you don't have to worry, and then start building. From that, you don't build on top of a hole. You dig yourself out first. If I registered in SAM as an entity that I create today, so I get you doing something like the environmental cleanup, and happy to get grants. Nothing is immediately. And you don't even know what you're going to do. You got to go out and research that first. There may be an easier way to do it. You go to talk to people who already do that. Okay, you want to get government contracts. Okay, you go talk to people in the government who help you get government contracts. They'll lay it out on the table for you for free because they don't get paid, no matter what they do. But they're there to help you get a government contract. You take to that, and it's APAC, A-P-A-C-T, I forget. Call it SBDC, America's, A-M-E-R-I-C-A-S, SBDC.org. Call them up and tell me you want to train to get government contracts, okay? Learn the system first. Just to say, I read I get government contracts. That may or may not be true, but you don't know. You're not going to waste your time. You got to go out and be a scout, man. You got to go out and learn. Not just read a book or read a blog or that's just a clue. That's not anything to take action on. That's something to go and investigate further. Once you attend a few meetings and get some feedback and talk to people who've already done it, you go on Meetup, MEETUP.com, MEETUP.com, and go to people selling to the government or entrepreneurs. Go there. You have people like you who've been getting government contract for 10 years that'll help you for free, because they all meet once a month for nothing and share a pizza and exchange war stories. That's how you learn, not by jumping and giving somebody money to do something you're just read somewhere that you could do. That's crazy. You're reading something to do is just a clue to start investigating that avenue, not taking and doing that avenue what that idiot says they did, because we're all different idiots. We have to do it differently because of our idiosyncrasy. That's what it is. It's idiosyncrasy, not idiosyncrasy. So that's what it's all about. And you can't. I mean, we get excited, we get frustrated. No, take your time, because and first get some income. If you have no income learn how to get income. And the gig economy is a good way to do that. Or just put out your services for free. What do you like to do? You like to clean garages? Man, that's a business. All right, son, you have a garage clean. Everybody needs a garage clean. That's a business. You go to TaskRabbit and other places. I specialize in cleaning garages. Yeah, so you're not going to be a millionaire and maybe dirty work, but man, you're going to make a living. You know, and then you build on that. Okay, shit, I've done this for a year. I'm out of debt. Now I got to do something I really want to do to live for the rest of my life and grow as much as I can. That's a realistic way to do it. Sure, maybe there's some that did it differently, and they're the people in the infomercials. I used to do infomercials all the time, and you can always find some idiot who brags about how they did it, and they're usually lying to do it anyway because they want to get the attention or money or whatever the hell you give them. Yeah. But no, life is very basic. We make it complicated, and the internet makes it more complicated because everybody's selling you something. Like somebody said, there's somebody I think was selling me, here's a business where you're guaranteed the money. Yeah. Well, yes, it's selling something because the government has the money, but you got to get the customer. You don't have a customer, you don't have it. Who the hell cares? Yeah. But he guaranteed, yeah, you're right, but you're not guaranteed a customer. That's the hardest part. The product is easier. 10% of your energy and everything usually goes in the product. 90% of your creativity has to go in the marketing. That's what our country is, man. It's all about selling. If you don't have a customer, you don't have a business. Yeah, and that's the bottom line. And if nobody's giving you customers, they're not giving you a business. They're giving you something to sell, and they're going to charge you money for it. Hi, you want the wine? There's a bottle of wine here next to me, and there's another young guy sitting. I don't know if you see it. I can't tell. I said, "Hey, did you leave that wine here?" He said, "No, it was here when I got here." I said, "Hey, do you want it?" See, free wine. You never know. Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me rant or whatever that word is. I got about, I guess about 3 miles out, so I got about 3 more miles to go. And I got to stop at Trader Joe's and get some power bars that I use a lot, and some brand cereal I like. Old guys need brand cereal. Well, listen, thanks again. Don't forget the free download. And I got 6 or 7 downloads you want to look there. So free training. free.lesco.com/free training. And look in the description in YouTube if you forgot that website. And that's where you get the website of the 7 offices you can call on the phone that will help you get government grants. You don't have to use me. You don't have to use the internet. You don't have to use Facebook. None of this artificial intelligence crap. Talk to real intelligent people who are in business to help you get a grant. But again, the caveat here is don't ask for a grant. Ask for help. Hey, I'm in business, I need help. Hey, I want to buy a house, I need help. Hey, I have a shitty job or I have no job, I need help. Hey, I want to get education and training, I need help. Hey, I'm in debt up to my keister, I need help. Hey, my bills are over my head, I need help. I need help is what you want to say, and see how they can help you. And then if they say they can't, or you're too funny, or you have a big nose, or whatever excuse they give because they're lazy, you call somebody else, and you just keep going and going and going. That's the only thing. You got to be the Energizer bunny, if you're old enough to remember that toy. But take care and stay energized.